This is our freshly refurbished Crown Victoria, which we've done for the LA Sheriff's Department. As you can see, the vehicle looks like a new car. It's been fully refurbished, and by all accounts it is a new car. Brand new engine, brand new transmission, new rear end, new interior, new suspension, new brakes. And it's also had our upgrade too, the Wild Rose Motors performance upgrade, which puts a lot of very special equipment into the car at not very much cost at all, which makes it a far superior handling vehicle. Engine, transmission, radiators, all of the wear items have all been replaced and refurbished. You see, you end up with what looks like a brand new engine compartment. It's as good as new, and we also transmission, rear end, everything's been replaced, so everything looks like brand new underneath the vehicle as well. And we're in the process of running this vehicle in at the moment, so it'll have another at least 100,000 miles of serviceable life. And because of the construction of this particular vehicle, the Crown Victoria Interceptor, it is quite likely that it will be able to be refurbished for a second time. As long as the vehicle doesn't have frame damage, everything else is a bolt-on type item for the vehicle, and you end up with a vehicle that you can keep refurbishing until the frame wears out or it's involved in an accident and is damaged, which is a really cool thing. These vehicles were specially designed for the police departments and federal use, so this vehicle has been designed and made a lot tougher than any other vehicle on the road. It has a full box chassis frame. It is crash tested at 75 miles an hour and gets a 5-star crash test rating at 75. A real superior vehicle. The seats have been reupholstered, and we have a special heavy duty materials we use, so we actually put extra padding in the seats, and we have heavier duty materials that we use for the seat, so you end up with a more comfortable seat than standard too, keeping in mind that the officers spend a lot of times in their cars, so we do everything we can to make it as comfortable as possible for them, as well as durable. We fit new carpeting in the vehicles that quite often gets damaged with service duty, and we also remove the cages, repaint them, and refasten them in. We also pull the complete dash to pieces, checking for wear in the wiring loom, any components which are defective. We even pull the speedo head to pieces, clean it out, fit a new speedo glass so it's crystal clear for an officer's safety. We replace headlight switches. Anything that is a wear and tear item and has passed its useful life, we replace in advance, so then there is never a failure of any component which could put the officer in danger, or perhaps a member of the public. This car's been through our full refurbishing program. As you can see, it looks like a new car underneath, and the reason for that is everything's pressure washed, repainted, checked, We have a lot of upgrades we do to the vehicle, and as you see, all of the steering, all the componentry, anything that's had any wear or likely to be suspect in the future has all been replaced. New hoses everywhere, new brakes, new suspension, new shocks, new sway bar bushings, new tie rod ends, new suspension links, new sway bar links. So you end up with a far superior vehicle than when this vehicle was brand new. As you see, our upgraded bushings there, heavier duty strap holders for the sway bar. Let's just work through the vehicle so you can see exactly what's happened here. New top A-arms, new bottom A-arms, brand new shocks, and their extreme duty shocks are a better shock than standard. All new bushings, new transmission, all the frames been pressure washed and repainted. Just head down the back here. The cross members been removed, checked and repainted as well. You can see the level of quality, and it's been cleaned. New fuel filters, the drive shaft universals. And here's the biggest upgrade that makes a night and day difference to these cars. They have new track arms. These are high performance polypropylene bush track arms, both top and bottom. We have them on the other side here. It makes a big difference to the stability, traction and handling of these cars, as well as we have the new heavy duty uprated sway bar, which is 4 times the weight of a regular sway bar. So that gives you 4 times the benefit of having that sway bar on there, with all the polypropylene bushings. So we go right through these cars. It has a new Watts linkage suspension bar across the top. It's had a fully rebuilt rear end in it. All of the brakes, discs, calipers, bearings, axle bearings, everything's been replaced. So what you end up with here is you end up with a better than new car at what they tell us is half the replacement cost of another unit new with its equipment. So this program makes sense financially, safety wise. It's also green too, it's recycling. And this particular car, which is no longer available, which is such a shame because this is such a well built car. As you can see, that's the box chassis on the outside of the vehicle, and you look at the construction of the vehicle, very strong, very heavy construction. The vehicle weighs 4,000 pounds, and there's a reason it weighs 4,000 pounds. There's 4,000 pounds of reinforced steel and heavy duty componentry in it. A very cool vehicle, very good vehicle for law enforcement. It's been 30 years in the development, and we can't believe that they're stopping manufacturing of this vehicle. But thanks to our refurbishing program, this vehicle will be active for another 15 to 20 years on the road.